guys, what is up, and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix for Ace Attorney Justice for All. In the last episode, we watched the Hero of Heroes Grand Prix, and the Nickel Samurai won, but then it turns out that he is being accused of murder for, the Jammin' Ninja. And also, Maya was kidnapped, and we have to get a complete acquittal for the Nickel Samurai, or Madame Guard, in order to get her released. But what if he really is the murderer? And it kind of seems a little bit confusing right now, like maybe he is, maybe he isn't. We don't know, but let's see if this investigation can give us anything. Let's get going. March 21st, 11:34 a.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Madame Guard as our client, and we know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
So now what should we do?
Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer.
Okay, then let's start looking.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel lobby.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad return is what it is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds.
You know, that's not entirely...
I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why, oh why, do all the stars I managed to drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way. Ever since I was a little girl in elementary school, the class hated it. And all the kids started to call me the Queen Reaper. I swear that's what they told me.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened.
Don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast.
Miss Olbag, could you please speak a little slower?
Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants! My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder, and only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go ba-dump again.
I don't know what to say.
I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Juan.
But I haven't said anything.
Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway.
Huh? What woman?
That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word modesty. When I was young and mating, I was so the flowers, but I didn't even despite the flowers, I think the stars.
Pearls, are you thirsty?
A little.
Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention, youngins today?
So I'm guessing Miss Olbag heard everything from Lotta. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder.
I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready.
Getting ready? For what?
The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards.
Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference.
Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder.
Oh, I see.
But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of the night.
The most important moment? You don't mean...
Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today.
Please, tell me, what did you see? Frick off, old bag. 4 Cyclops!
The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't?
Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please.
If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present.
What the fuck? I don't know, do you want a press conference ticket?
I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you.
Ugh, she's clamming up like the old clam she is.
Please, anything would be helpful. Well then, how about I tell you my measurements?
No, that's okay. Really.
She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick?
I know. This bitch.
So she's just not gonna speak to us, is she?
That's cool. That's fine. You can go ahead and be the bitch you are. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens.
I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere.
Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, hallway.
Hey, you're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer.
Lotta.
Hey, Mr. Copvilla! The thief showed his face!
What?
Arrest him! Put him on trial! Find him guilty! Give him the death penalty!
What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright?
Look here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here! So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera! C-A-M-E-R-A! It's my life's blood! I'm gonna die without my $700 camera!
Your camera?
Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are.
Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble.
Huh?
I didn't steal your goddamn camera. So you lost your camera?
It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's a $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store, about 5 hours I reckon. I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all hooked up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He just made me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie.
Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours?
I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. And so I don't remember. And besides, I couldn't get anything from my big scoop.
I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to this murder. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder.
Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Ungar was arrested.
What were you doing here?
You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had.
A big scoop?
I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
I wonder what the scoop she was after this time.
Although, I was also on the lookout for other stars that were here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time.
Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop?
Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof?
What kind of story was it that you would hang around here?
Oh, come on!
Okay, it's just 2.
Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know?
Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer.
I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your I rule smile. You've got to be kidding me.
I don't really care for them heroes or whatnot. Oh, I see. And shows they got for kids, those adventures are just plain old boring. Now adults, we get more caught up in messy, sticky, real situations. Even me. Oh. Sounds like the task getting what I'm going with this.
Wait a second here. Don't go around getting her mixed up in things like that. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel on Guard's hotel room.
Where are we?
We're in Mr. Matt on Guard's hotel room. Dressing room. This is our client's room. Oh, hi. You're Mr. Unguard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he was your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer.
Wow!
It's simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Unguard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either.
It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick.
I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be a small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that's correct. Then I will tell you. Before the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. On Guard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What'd you eat? I told you I hate to waste time with trifling details. And if you look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. On Guard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corrida. And that's when you found his body, isn't it?
You really held strong through everything.
Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So, about you and... Stop right there. Don't expect me to believe you haven't been talking to me without knowing how we relate. Sorry. I have no idea why Mr. On Guard chose you as his lawyer. Why'd you have to go and say something like that?
Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright?
Oh, thank you, Pearls. I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. On Guard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim Mr. Corrida have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has had a very different Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly.
You're wrong! I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya!
Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright?
Thank you, Mr. Nick. She was really getting on my nerves.
Looks like the dish is left over from dinner. A dinner for two with that.
I'm sure that Mr. On Guard and Miss Andrews' plates.
Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? You were the one taking care of the arrangements for this press conference, right? Yes, that's right.
But Mr. On Guard said he didn't know about it.
Is that what he said?
Huh?
Actually, I didn't know all the details either. It was a request from the publicity department. All I did was help out and do what I was asked.
Oh, I see.
I wonder about that. I wouldn't take her to be the type of person to do something without knowing the details. I asked to become Mr. On Guard's manager. He is a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. On Guard does seem like a rather weak-willed man, always doing what he's told.
He's always saying my manager, right, Mr. Nick?
Did you know the victim, Mr. Corrida? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place, after all.
Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai?
Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most uninteresting things. If either one of them weren't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Corrida was killed. No, don't examine. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Corrida was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Oh my god, this is the third pair of... She has 4 too? But Miss Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation.
Is it a psych lock, Mr. Nick?
Yes. There's going to be more and more of these lately. We have 3 people with psych locks in this case. 2 of them have 4, and Lotta just has 2, but like...
What the fuck?
That's a lot of bears. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Corrida's hotel room.
Mr. Nick, where are we?
We're in Mr. Juan Corrida's room, Pearls.
Mr. Corrida?
The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you! So, what's happened? The kidnapper. Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. On Guard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm gonna help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy.
Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you.
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good.
Mr. Nick, I got a map.
That's great, Pearls.
I got a map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the...
Nope.
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Hotel guide map added to the court record. Do you know what was the cause of his death? Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the scene of the crime should tell you, pal. The scene of the crime? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. On Guard's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. Crime scene photo added to the court record. Why was Mr. On Guard arrested? Because we had evidence on him.
Evidence?
It looks like the victim, Juan Corrida, really put up a big fight. Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight his button came off. Mr. On Guard said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady, Miss Obag. Please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something at the crime scene that was a little off. Something that was a little off? As in, that's for you to figure out, pal.
Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
Let's go examine this side of the room first. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Corrida fought his assailant.
What's this glass fragment from?
A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
No, I'm a lawyer. I'm not a florist. It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much.
There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from.
But doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is thrown everywhere.
Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright?
She's got a very good point. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but it's still usable.
That's strange. The guitar's not here.
Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show?
But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it?
Okay. It looks like Mr. Corrida had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
We had a lot of food at the awards show last night, but I wonder if the stars had gone on stage only after only eating a meager meal like this. Bears.
Wow, there are a lot of bears!
Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
It's hard to bear with all these problems. Wow. Why are we bringing Mo back? I don't think I want to bear with the trauma the last case caused me.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick? It's so messy here.
Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please.
Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
I know what a watch is.
Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Wait, what is that supposed to mean? It's a suitcase. There's so many things in it, I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
Do all stars pack too much like Mr. Corda?
Anything else? I think we're fine, but... So about this wine glass. Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's coming here? Yeah, she's coming. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. I think it'd be best if you didn't bump into her here. You can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000 meter dash. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. She's coming. She's coming.
What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Whenever I hear that sound, for some reason she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that did happen last time. Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal. Ow! At last you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ugh. Would it be too much to ask you to be nice for me for a change? So you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Ow! Hey, don't you dare run away, Miss Scruffy McTrenchcoat. Ah! I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Ah! Detective, come over here for a second. Oh no! I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared he just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you? What? Come, Scruffface. The investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Ow! What did you throw at me? What is this? Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. Should give it. Oh, it's right there. It's on the table. I'm stupid.
Mr. Nick, what's with this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
It's got Mr. Corda's name written on it, so it's his autograph.
I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this.
It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says, "To my dearest Wendy" in more normal letters here?
This sloppy, unreadable writing! It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone!
Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh. Wendy Oldbag. We gotta get this to Oldbag. Yeah, Wendy Oldbag. March 21st, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Can you tell me a little more about this Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's a sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers, Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why in Neo-Old Tokyo. I see. Wait. A love what? A love why? This girl, Sayo, works at a tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl? Anyway, Sayo was actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo. Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm gonna stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week.
I can't believe she's really considering it. So, what's the Jammin' Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin' Ninja is like the samurai shows, aimed towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't climb a wall but became a big pop star. What? He was a really lousy ninja, absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all, but boy could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja? With a bright red guitar? And then, the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jammin versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3. Aw, that's too bad for him. Yeah. But this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja. Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Which show should I watch?
I can't believe she's really considering it. Well, first of all, we gotta go to the hotel lobby. And give this to Old Bag. Oh, come on. Do we have to present the Magatama and then do this? You've got to be kidding me. This is not Magatama worthy.
Alright, I'll be honest with you for now.
Then please tell us what you saw.
But, aw, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you young'uns' expense. Because I am a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Watch all of them just break at the same time.
That's Juan's autograph!
Yes, it is.
And it even says, "To my dearest Wendy" on it! That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right?
Well, it may say Wendy. But somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he was signing it.
Oh, please, give it to me! Let me have it, please!
I can't let you have it just like that.
Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange?
Yo! Wait, there's one left? Wow, she must really want this autograph.
My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag ready to open up her heart, all for my dearest Juan.
Okay, there it is. 4 Cyclops broken, let's go! Autograph given to Wendy Dearest. Wendy Dearest, I don't like that.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room.
You're kidding!
Oh no! It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet minding my own business.
And? Did you tell that to the police?
Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or 2 out of it, maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. But Mr. Angard hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken. A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it.
What did Mr. Ungard ever do to her to deserve this? What did Mr. Ungard do to you to make you so...
You don't know. That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick!
What is it?
What's a scandal?
Oh, I'll tell you about that after we get home, okay?
Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do vials and wild temperatures mean?
How about we just listen to what Miss Olbeck has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Miss Olbeck, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose.
His own manager? But why?
I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud.
Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Olbag?
I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
And do you have proof that Mr. Ungard did what you say he did?
Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so.
Of course, a tabloid.
Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Olbag have information like that? And where did she get it? Yeah, where did you get it? March 21st, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Great, now even Pearl is calling him Scruffy. Thanks, Francisca. They said something about an investigation briefing earlier, right? Why don't we come back and try again later when they're done?
Okay, I guess that's all we can do, right, Mr. Nick?
Pooh. Matt's younger than me, but you can practically see his star potential.
His star potential?
I got his autograph the other day. It feels kind of wrong now, doesn't it? I don't care what people say, Matt didn't kill Juan. I know he didn't. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now.
A rumor?
If you're interested, I can give you a little bit of the details. He's so happy he looks like a lion that's just found his next meal. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? So you're interested in it too. I figured you would be. Yeah. I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh, really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Olbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous? To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Juan Corda didn't have a manager of his own, which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA... Adrian Andrews? Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd, that woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client? No, it's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people.
Mr. Powers looks so happy.
Pearls is just following along, not having any idea as to why she's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Thank you. You think this may be the scoop that Lotta was trying to get? I'm hoping this is it. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room?
I told you, didn't I, for my scoop?
What I want to know about are the details of this scoop.
That's not something I can tell you. I mean, there's my bread and butter.
Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal.
Ugh.
Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Korda and this person? This woman! She's Adrian Andrews, Mountain Guard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's managers caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it?
You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup.
Backup?
Yeah, you gotta have that. What's it, new sauce?
You mean news source?
That's it. Just show me something that shows that Juan guy had something to do with Miss Andrews.
Not Francisco von Karma. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid, Jammin Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
Ah!
Mr. Korda didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. On Guard's manager, Adrian Andrews. She has the initials A.A. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Korda's door last night.
Wah!
There you go. We got it. 2 people with their cyclocks broken. You were looking into Mr. Korda and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you?
You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by catching him in a secret meeting.
But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news.
What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of a vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story.
Wow, Lotta, nice journalistic integrity you got there.
I already finished writing out my spicy article, you know. But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me.
Yeah, I understand.
It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone does steal something from me.
You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. March 21st, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Alright, I think that's where we're gonna stop for today. Roll the end card.
Objection! You haven't hit like and subscribe yet! Hold it! You forgot to ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload! Take that! Click here to watch more of my videos! Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!